So I just want to say that I wrote something out, and I stand before you to let you know that there are people who are in the 60s and the 70s and the 80s and above who are supportive of any peace rally that's being held here, locally, in the state, and across the country. And I'd like to add a few words to this peace rally, some lyrics from songs from back in the day. These songs tell stories, sing about emotional injustice, racism, and much more. I would like to start with a song by James Brown, who in his own way brought a proudness to the black community. I won't be singing these songs, I'm just going to read the words, okay? But I want you to do something with me at first, what James Brown said. What did James Brown say? Who knows?
Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud.
Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. Say it loud. And I'm black and I'm proud. And he said, with your bad self. He says, some people say we got a lot of malice, some say it's a lot of nerve. But I say we won't quit moving until we get what we deserve. All right, so I'm not going to say all of his words, but I want to go on to one of my favorite artists, who I claim as my husband, Marvin Gaye. Okay? And what did Marvin say? Mother, 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 there's too many of you crying. Brother, 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 there's far too many of you dying. You know we gotta find a way to bring some loving here today. Father, 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 we don't need to escalate. You see, war is not the answer, for only love can conquer hate. You know we've got to find a way to bring some loving here today. Picket lines and picket signs don't punish me with brutality. Talk to me so you can see what's going on. Baby, what's going on? Ooh. Okay. Oh, but they want to judge us simply because our hair is too long. Marvin Gaye's lyrics were written in regards to the Vietnam War. However, it also speaks to what's going on today. Yeah, he spoke about this in the 70s because Vietnam was going on. But it's so appropriate, isn't it? Yeah. It's like 60 years ago, but it's still prevalent today. Curtis Mayfield, okay, he said we got to have peace to keep the world alive and war and justice to cease. We got to have joy true in our hearts with strength we can't destroy. People, please hear us through our voice. The world says there's no choice. We're begging to save the children, the little ones, who just don't understand. Give them a chance to breathe their young and help purify this land. Wait a minute. Okay. And what did Sam Cooke say? Somebody said it. Yeah, Sam Cooke said a change is going to come. Okay? And so I have words that I wrote for him too, but I'm just going to go on to say that these were only a few of the songs that were sung in the 60s and 70s, songs that spoke volumes about living black injustice and poverty. Just to let you know, all the time, many women and a few men address some of these issues. I just want to name a few. I want you guys to know that we weren't complacent back in the 60s. My mother's generation and my grandma's generation were afraid of landlords. They were afraid of their bosses. They were afraid to say too much. They were told you can't fight City Hall. But my generation came along and no, we weren't going to have it. So one thing we formed was the local welfare rights movement. The system was unfair to women on welfare, so we decided to hold a sit-in at the local welfare department. We sat in there for one whole week. Every day, the police had to come and take us out. But we sat in the welfare department for a whole week until they heard our voice. School lunch program was not available in 3 schools in low-income neighborhoods. Following many meetings with the school committee, we decided the best course of action would be to not let our kids go to school, causing the schools to lose federal funding. They heard us. They heard us. During the early 70s, there were a few incidents of black men. One was my very own dear brother, deceased today, getting mistreated by the local police department. We formed a group called the Black Freedom Movement. Who remembers the Black Freedom Movement? See, y'all are a little younger than me, just a tad. But the Black Freedom Movement was around back in the days. Where the police station is now was the bus terminal. Right alongside the bus terminal, I see Angelo shaking his head. Along the bus terminal was a big sign saying, "Free Ronnie Miller," because he was unjustly arrested. And we marched on the police station, we marched on City Hall. Even when us women were at the welfare department, a comment was made that they should have bought the garbage truck for this trash. So we had the policemen make an apology, an open apology in the paper. So I'm just saying these things because we want you to know that we weren't complacent. We didn't sit back. Landlords were getting away with stuff. So that's my next subject. Slum housing, caused by many absentee landlords who only wanted to collect rent and just didn't care about the property. Some of these landlords were confronted by tenants who just couldn't take it anymore. Matter of fact, we marched on Bellevue Avenue in front of him. I'm going to mention his name too. Alexander Tice, he's probably deceased now, so God bless you, Mr. Tice. He was a prominent lawyer in Newport, had a law office on Bellevue Avenue. We marched in front of his office on Bellevue Avenue to embarrass him because he would not listen to the plight of the people. So I say to you young folks, you may not see many older folks out here from past generations, but believe me. However, just to let you know that we feel with you. We feel for you. It does my heart good to see how many of you have gotten involved. Go for it. Remember, keep the peace, keep the faith, because as they said, a change is coming, a change is about to come. So I know we're supposed to keep social distancing, but you know, it's hard to keep social distancing and get together in a gathering like this. But I am proud to say, I see most of you folks wearing masks, and that's great, because we are minding our business and doing what we got to do. We also have to do what we got to do in protesting, you know, in a peaceful way, and that's just great, okay? God bless each and every one of you. I love it that the young folks are out here. Just gives me a thrill, right? Just another quick story. I mean, not only did we do things locally, but I just want to let you know that we did things nationally. We had a black mother whose landlord was going to sell her a house, and the bank in Newport, I ain't going to say which bank, okay, redlined her. I don't know if you know what redline. Redlining means a bank goes to the back of their back room and they say, "Oh, no, we're not going to give her a loan because it's in a certain neighborhood." So she was redlined. We took the action to Washington, D.C., and the American Bank Association was having a conference in New Orleans. We went to New Orleans and we took red tape, and I still love it. I still have a piece. We red taped the whole Canal Street in New Orleans because they need to listen to people. This lady was not on welfare. This lady struggled. She worked hard, and her landlord was willing to sell her a house. You ain't gonna believe this figure. Probably for about $70,000, well, about $30,000 back in the day. So we did things on a national level. My kids can tell you, a couple of them are here right now. I took them with me. They used to cry about, "Mom, do we really have to go down there?" We slept at a roach-infested church in Washington, D.C. for a children's survival march. You know, we used to carry signs saying, pictures of D.C. politicians, okay? D.C. who hate the poor. You know, so we've done this before, and I just want to say that I encourage you. People of my age are standing with you, and keep up the good work. God bless.